Once again, my beautiful people, this is your boy Stefan. Is glad to have you back. To all my subscribers, new subscribers, new viewers, wherever you are looking at me, I appreciate you all. I want to say advance Father Day greetings to all the men, good men out there that are playing a role in the child's life, the children's life. A father's role is very, very important. And I do urge all fathers, all men, stand up and play a role in your child's life. Yes. And in today's video, I will be, since it's Father's Day, upcoming Father's Day tomorrow. Tomorrow, some of you, according to the time zone that you are in, you're already celebrating Father's Day. I said I will do this video to commemorate and remember our national hero, another national hero and icon of ours called Maurice Bishop. Yes, and just before we get into this video, I want to say disclaimer. Portions of the videos that have been played are not mine. I don't claim it to be mine. All credit goes to its rightful owners. So yes, brothers and sisters, let us get into it. Maurice Bishop and his contribution that he have made, not just to Grenada, but he have impacted the world. Yes, and Maurice Bishop was a revolutionist, but he was not a typical revolutionist. He was not a typical politician. He was one of those people that have fought and stand up for the rights of black people, the rights of his people, the Grenadian people, the African Grenadians that are here on this island. And, he also fought for opportunities, and, he fought for opportunities, and he fought for, the freedom, yes, the freedom of all black people. He was a strong pan-africanist. He was one of those pan-africanists that advocated, yes, that advocated not just for Grenada, but he advocated for, as like I said, for all black people in the diaspora, especially on the continent of Africa, and he advocated strongly as well for the black people that are in North America, the United States. Yes, and Maurice Bishop was loved. He was one of those people that were loved. He is continued to be loved, even though he's not here with us. But his spirit, his legacy continues to live on. And I don't think Maurice Bishop anytime soon will be forgotten by the Grenadian people. He's one of those people that we will never forget. And some of his policies and some of his vision that he has started is still being applied, still being enforced in Grenada today. We have the NIS, National Insurance Scheme. This came about by the revolution, and we have so many people, young as well as old, were being educated, and all because of Maurice Bishop. He put his people first. Yes, he put his people first. And I'm going to play a clip of his mother, Mama Bishop. Yes, Mama Bishop. Her name is Alimenta. Yes, that's her name, Alimenta. May her soul rest in peace. She died on August 24th, I believe, 2013. She passed away. Yes, may her soul rest in peace. But what she said about her son, as she was being interviewed, still resonates with the Grenadian people, today. Like I said, there comes a time on this channel I will walk you down memory lane. Without no further delay, let us listen to our late Mama Alimenta Bishop. who spoke about her son.
You lost your husband during the demonstration against independence, and then your son decided to get into politics. Did you at any time discourage him from that?
Yes, I did. I did, because I said to him one night, I said, Maurice, you join politics to help people, but some people join politics to feather the cap. So forget about this damn politics. Forget about your go. He went and spoke. He listened to me, and so he went and spoke to the wife in the night, and she came back and said, listen, don't worry to tell Maurice anything again. Eh? He said his mind is made up. He's not giving up. That's all.
So as you can hear, Mama Bishop spoke, is that there was a point in time she tried to change or discourage him from, getting into the political arena, for his people. Her philosophy was that when you join in politics, you join politics to help people, and that was exactly the agenda of Maurice Bishop. He was a people's person. Anyone who knows Maurice Bishop, anyone who, if you talks about Maurice Bishop, those who live through these times will tell you Maurice Bishop put people before himself. And, she said you join politics to help people, but there are some politicians that join politics to feather the hat. No, our foreparents or the old folks used to speak in a lot in parables. So I don't know what she meant by that. I have an idea, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to misinterpret anything. But I don't know what she meant by that. So those of you who are older than me and are knowledgeable and more than me when it comes to parables that our foreparents used back then, you could let us know what that means in the comment section. Our local Grenadians who are watching locally and internationally, and maybe there are some of you on the other islands, who have heard your parents use this terminology as well, because we are no different after all. Some of us, we speak, the parables that we use and the slangs that we use are very similar. All right. Yeah, so you see that she tried to discourage him, but as she said, when the wife came back, because he went to talk to his wife when the wife came back, the wife said, look, it don't make sense we trying to change his mind. Maurice Bishop's mind is already made up to pay the price. To pay the price that will come, to be that sacrificial lamb for his people. Oh, the scripture tells us how great it is and mighty it is, inspirational it is, when a friend laid down his life for a friend. And that is what Maurice Bishop did. He laid down his life for his people. He laid down his life. And as Grenadians today, I want us to take that opportunity to reflect and ask ourselves the question: the contributions that our dear late Maurice Bishop has made, are we utilizing it today? The contributions that we have made, are we investing? Are we expanding on that today? The foundation that he have laid, are we building on that? We need to ask ourselves that question, So let us continue to listen to the late Mama Bishop as she continued to reveal to us some of the things that happened behind the scene in the home before he went into politics.
He said he didn't want to give up, but they give him up. Okay. They get rid of him. So that's the problem.
So have you forgiven those who committed the act? Did you take their names up to the Lord in prayer as a good Catholic would?
Well, his daughter said she forgave them.
Yeah, but what about you?
Well, the Lord knows best, because they said, our Lord said on the cross, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they done. So I must say the same thing. That's the whole thing.
So some of you can see how traumatized this woman was. I have to say was because she's no longer with us. But even when she was alive and speaking about her son, Maurice Bishop, she was still traumatized. And even today, there's a lot of Grenadians who have lived through these times where they don't really like to speak about this event because they are still traumatized by what have happened, because Maurice Bishop was such an influential person. It shows how the people loved him dearly. He was a people's person, and a lot of people are still traumatized. When we're talking about Maurice Bishop. Even when I decide to do this video, this short video, brief video, because there's so much deeper things about Maurice Bishop. I will be There will be a video that is specially dedicated to him. It will be showcased on Kenyan Beast, the channel of Kenyan Beast. So yes, guys, you can check out Kenyan Beast. For that, I'm not sure if it's there already, but very soon I think it will be there, Kenyan Beast. Because let me tell you, if I have to put Maurice Bishop in a bracket, I will put him in a bracket with Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Bob Marley, and all these men. He is one of those men that have influenced the world politically, in a political sense. Yes, many people, many leaders are still taking examples from his leadership, right? He was a socialist leader, and Grenada was a socialist state at one point, and it did work for us. I'm proud to say that socialism was working for us. Not every country where democracy will prosper. There are some countries, there are some leaders based on the personality and stuff. Democracy and capitalism and these things does not always work. A matter of fact, democracy and capitalism have destroyed some countries more than anything else. So I believe that I believe, I'm a firm believer in democracy, capitalism. Yes, people have should have the freedom to do what they want, and all these things and them. But at the end of the day, I am also a firm believer in socialism. Yes, and socialism was working for us. Socialism was working for us until look what happened. They get rid of this. They get rid of the socialist system that Maurice Bishop was leading us by, which was working for us, and they gave us the first, because the democratic state that we are today, Grenada didn't choose that out of their own accord. No. It was imposed upon us. It was imposed upon us. And what happened today? We are still underdeveloped, right? We are a democratic state. We have imported capitalism, or implemented capitalism. I hope I have the word correct. Okay. And what are we getting today? When only 1% of people are prospering. Only 1% of people. Grenada is still underdeveloped. Grenada is 5 steps backwards today than it was in Maurice Bishop time. Yes, and I'm not saying that to belittle my country. I love my country. But I'm saying all this to show you how socialism is not a bad thing. Socialism was working for us. Not every system will work for every country. Some country will prosper under democracy, some will prosper under communism, some will prosper under socialism. So as we can see that people are still traumatized when it comes to Maurice Bishop. Yes, that's why we only put March 13th, and we only designate us also October 25th as a time where we reflect upon these things. But as for me, I believe, because of the great contributions that our dear late Maurice Bishop have made, he should be celebrated every day and not on a particular time of the year. He should be celebrated every day. And yes, and we Grenadians celebrate him. We celebrate him. We talk about him a lot often. So we're going to continue listening to the clip with our late Mama Alimanta Bishop. Yes, Alimanta Bishop, and what she continued to reveal to us before she passed away about her son.
What would you say to young people who are trying to get into politics and so on? What would you say to politicians? You have seen it all. What would you say?
I don't know really what to say there, because everybody doesn't think the same way as Maurice. Maurice thought more about the people than anything else. Every time Maurice have to do something or go somewhere for Grenada, he said, Grenada is poor. People went with him to trips, and when the others go in, they put everyone in to travel first class, and they order this and order that and help themselves. Maurice, no. Somebody went with him, they say, Maurice put so much of them in one room. And then somebody gave Maurice some money to help himself also. Maurice took every cent back and put it in the treasury, because he said Grenada is poor. His mind was to help. He said when he was in Cuba, the people thought Grenadian wasn't educated and so. So when Maurice was born, his father took out the insurance. When that insurance matured, the father sent the money, give Maurice, because he was born, he got married and so in Cuba. And Maurice bought a whole trunk of books, and he bring it out, he said, to help educate the Grenadians. That's all. It's always his intention to help his country, Grenada and Grenadians. So maybe that's how it had to be.
And that is why I am proud to be a Grenadian, and no one will take that away from me. No one will take that away from me. And I may not have lived through the times, well, not me, I have not lived through the times of Maurice Bishop. But I am proud, the fact that I'm a citizen of Grenada, I'm proud that I had a leader like Maurice Bishop. And as you have heard, our late Mama Bishop said, he was always a people person. She gave some stories, some things that happened when he went abroad. Everybody picked the best, but Maurice Bishop stayed humble. He stayed humble and he traveled like an ordinary citizen. That is the humility. That is what a leader is. One that exercises humility and love for his people. As she said, somebody gave him some money to take care of himself. But Maurice Bishop take all that money and put it back in the government finances. Because everything he did, his people, Grenada and Grenadians were on his agenda, were on his mind. This man didn't take anything for himself. Everything that he had, he gave it to this country. And I am so proud that I cannot fly the flag of Pan-Africanism without mentioning Maurice Bishop. I am so proud of everything that he has done and contributed. And as Grenadians, we should be proud of our leader, Maurice Bishop, and build on his legacy, build on his legacy. And to all future politicians out there, to all those who are in politics and who are intending to get into politics, if we only imitate and adapt the charisma, the characteristics, the personality, and the reputation of Maurice Bishop, we will move forward as a people. We will truly begin to develop ourselves. We will be a country that, who will set an example for others. If we adapt the personality and the characteristics of Maurice Bishop. Yes, and I urge all politicians, take a page of Maurice Bishop. I want to give credit again to our Prime Minister. I have seen some things, and I give him credit. I give him compliment. I even want to compliment this young man called Andy Williams. I see how he has been doing things, and I compliment you, sir. I don't care which side of the spectrum you're on. I observe and I give credit where credit is due. And so I will have to leave it here, brothers and sisters, because of time. Time is against me. Take care. God bless you. See you next time until we meet again.
Our duty is to continue the struggle against imperialism. Our duty is to continue to build our Grenada revolution and ensure that we, as one Grenada people, small as we are, will forge that wider, meaningful link and will ensure the unity of our people. Long live the Grenada revolution. Amen. All power and glory to our people. Forward ever. Forward ever. Forward ever.